Ladies and jingly jangly types, oh yeah, we have got today a Stratacoustic and a Telecoustic. But which is best? There's only one way to find out. No, it's not with a fight. Let's have a listen and then we'll have a look round them. Okay, so, well, what I reckon is that the fairest way to do this is if we set everything at exactly the halfway point, all of the little sliders here, as you can see on the, I assume this is it Fishman? I assume it'll be a Fishman unit, and so we'll have everything set exactly half on both of them and have a listen to the different tonal qualities using the same phrase on each, so we can listen to them, you know, properly back to back. Let's do that. So the Telecoustic first. Okay, on to the Black Strat Acoustic. Okay. Alright, so let's compare those two plugged in little phrases that we did there. So the first thing that we'll notice perhaps is that we have different types of preamp electronificationness, if that is in fact a word. But I'm pretty sure that they're both Fishman, although I'll tell you now that the Telecaster or the Telecoustic is significantly older than the Stratacoustic, and so obviously whatever they were using then was different than the way that they moved forward. I do hate that phrase, moving forward. Anyways, so my first impression was that the power output from the Telecoustic was significantly more powerful than the output from the Stratacoustic. So let's have a listen to them acoustically without being plugged in, which is like saying the same thing twice. Alright, let's do that. Same phrase again, but this time, but this time, of course, no amplification. This is just how they sound in the raw. So listen to the Strat. Interesting. Right, well, I don't know about you, but now, as I always say, really, if you are trying to choose between one of these two, again, just go for the one that you like the look of best. And in that regard, I've got to tell you, for me, maybe it's just the colour, I don't know, but for me, the Telecoustic just wins absolutely hands down. In fact, I think that that is so sexy, I would call it Kylie and buy it some lingerie. But, you know, it's all horses for courses, and it just depends what turns you on most. So, what I will tell you is this, is that they both have same but different electronics. But from what I can tell, they're both Fishman. Now this is from, even though it's lost its label, and so I did review this just over a year ago if you recall, but it's interesting to compare the two. It's lost its label, you see, but never mind. We do know from the original that it was 2015, so this is probably in better nick than this. That was the very, very first iteration of these, and this was made in the year 2000, May 2000, in fact. And I probably so they're both the same design and construction, to within a degree or two. So they've both got these fiberglass bodies, or as I've seen it called, plexiglass or resin, but basically it's fiberglass. They've both got bolt-on necks, which are both maple. The fingerboards are both rosewood. They're the same scale length. They've both got acoustic style bridges with pin string retainers, and they both, I mean, to be absolutely fair, I mean, they both look great. This probably looks slightly more badass, because it's just black and looks a little bit meaner. But they've both got this beautiful binding, which I absolutely love. Both got 21 frets, and I mean, for me, I would choose the Telecoustic. Again, same construction, spruce top, fiberglass back, and it's got a body, and it has the binding, rosewood, fingerboard, maple neck. The tuners look very similar. Now, the other difference that I feel is very, very, very much worth pointing out is that this was made in China, or crafted in China, in fact, and this was made in Korea. Well, Korea, China, Indonesia, Jakarta, USA, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. To me, it makes absolutely no difference where a guitar was made. All I'm interested in is, does it feel good? Does it look nice? Does it play good? So I'm really, really not concerned about the country of origin of where a guitar was made. I've been looking at those B&G guitars, those I think Israeli, and they do Korean and Chinese less expensive versions of the homegrown ones, and they are great. I have played one of those and they're amazing. But I digress. So which would you choose? Would you go for the Telecoustic, or would you go for the Stratacoustic? Well, there's a question for you. So there's your information. You decide which one you like best. And I shall repeat myself. If I was in the market for one of these, I mean, they definitely do acoustic-y stuff, They sound great, and they're dead easy to play. Usually, like anything, don't want a bit of a setup so that they're to your preferences. Let's have a little listen to this one. Funnily enough, immediately there, this one sounds acoustically warmer, and this one is acoustically more jangly. Yeah. Which, I mean, honestly, if Fender actually designed them with more warmth here and more jangliness there to recreate Strat sound and Tele sound, then they did a hell of a job. But really, hats off to both of them. I think that they're both absolutely excellent, but certainly for me, and particularly with regard to the greater power that this has with its inbuilt electronics. I would, yeah, I'd go for the. For me, I would have the Telecoustic all day long. But there you go, horses for courses. Lovely seeing you as always. Have a lovely rest of the week. Let's see if I can get you up there. Yes. Have a lovely rest of the week. Thanks all ever so much for tuning in, and I shall see you soon. It's adios amigos. Ta-ra.